Morning students, welcome to Animax tutorial. Those who have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe, and if you like the video, please like and share. So students, previously we have learned how to show any two equations as a parallel line, intersecting lines or coincident lines by using their formulas, that is a1 by a2 is now not equal to b1 by b2 and so on, right? So based on that we are solving some of the problems of the exercise 4.1, right? In that first question is find out whether the lines represented are parallel, intersecting or coincident lines. So here there are two equations, two problems. In that first one it is given as 5x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0 and 7x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0, right? So in that what we have to show it first, that is a1 by a2 means their ratios are equal or not, right? Now a1 value is 5, a2 value is 7. Next to b1 values, b1 by b2, b1 value is minus 4, b2 value is 6, and here c1 by c2 is nothing but 8 by minus 9. Now see whether these ratios are equal or not. So the ratios are not equal, so I can say a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So naturally we can say it is a intersecting lines, right? Next, coming to a second equation, that is 9x plus 3y plus 12 is equal to 0 and 18x plus 6y plus 24 equal to 0. Now if I show its ratio, that is a1 by a2, that is 9 by 18. 9 by 18 I can write as 1 by 2. That is b1 by b2. Next one is 3 by 6. So 3 by 6 again I can write as 1 by 2. Next c1 by c2, that is 12 by 24. So again write as 1 by 2. So here all the ratios are equal, so I can say here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So if all the ratios are equal, we can say it is a coincident line, right? So like this we are verifying whether the given equation is intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident line. Now coming to a second bit, that is solve the linear equation graphically. So graphically we have to show the representing the values of the linear equation. So previously we have learned till this step, right? So after this step we have to go for the graph, right? So first you can show whether the given equations are intersecting lines or parallel lines by using a above method, that is a1 by a2 is equal to 3 by 2. Next b1 by b2 is equal to 2 by minus 3 and c1 by c2 is equal to 5 by 7. So here all the ratios are not equal, so I can say a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So naturally we are getting a intersecting lines. Now if you are getting an intersecting line, this is a first step of solving a graphical method, right? Now what is the second step? This is the first step. Now what is second step? We are going for the graph. We are finding the values of the equation, that is 3x plus 2y is equal to 5. Now showing the values. Now how to show the values of these points? So here x, y, just a simple method. Simple step I am saying here to how to find the values. This method is easy for you to understand. Now if I substitute x is equal to 0, what is the value of y? That is, if I substitute x is equal to 0 in this equation, you get 0 plus 2y is equal to 5. Now 2y is equal to 5, you will get y is equal to 5 by 2 is nothing but 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are, that is you will get 2.5. Now substitute y is equal to 0 in this equation, that is x values as it is I am writing. In the place of y, if I substitute 0, you will get 0 0. You will get here 3x is equal to 5. So x is equal to 5 by 3. 5 by 3 is nothing but 3 1s are 3. Balance is 2. 3 6 are 18. You will get 1.6, right? So like this you are finding the points. After that, second point. Now what is second point here? That is 2x minus 3y is equal to 7. Now for this also you have solving the same method, that is substituting the values of x and y as 0, that is x, y. If I substitute x is equal to 0, this complete x value is 0, that is minus 3y is equal to 7, y equal to minus 7 by 3. So y is equal to 3 2s are 6, 1 balance means you will get here 3 3s are 9, that is the minus 2.3 approximate. Now if I substitute y is equal to 0 in this equation, so if I substitute y equal to 0, you will get 2x minus 0 is equal to 7. So 2x is equal to 7, x is equal to 7 by 2, that is 7 2 3s are 6, 1 balance 5s, you will get 3.5. 5. So after getting these points, then you have to represent these points on a graph. Now here this is a graph. So already we have divided into 4 quadrants: x-axis, y-axis, minus x-axis, minus y-axis, and represent the points, right? So in that first point is 0 and minus 2.5. So center is 0, y point is 2.5. So 2.5 is somewhere here in between 2 and 3, and x-axis is 1.6 and the y-axis is 0. X-axis 1.6 means somewhere here, right? So these are the 2 points. So after getting these 2 points, then join these two with the help of scale. If I join, you will get like this. So after joining these 2 points, next what is the second equation? Second equation is given as 0 and minus 2.3. Now here x-axis is 0, y-axis is minus 2.3, means somewhere here, right? So after pointing a minus 2.3, next x-axis is 3.5, y-axis is 0. X-axis 3.5, y-axis is 0. So x-axis 3.5, right? Now join these 2 points with the help of scale. Now after joining these 2 points, the graph represent like this, means these 2 points are intersecting at this point. So here what is scale? Now what is the last step? Means third step. Fourth step is writing the scale value. Now here scale value for each centimeter I have taken 1 units. So here x-axis is 1 unit, y-axis also equal to 1 unit. So like this we are representing any linear equation into 4 steps. Now what is the first step? First step is we are showing whether it is intersecting lines or not. Second step is finding the points. Next, third step is representing those points on the graph, and the fourth step is we are writing the scale. Let us take one more example. Now if I take second equation, that is 2x minus 3y is equal to 8 and 4x minus 6y is equal to 9. So as per previously what we have done, our first step we are representing whether it is intersecting lines or parallel lines or coincident line by using a formula, that is a1 by a2 is equal to 2 by 4. 2 by 4 I can write as 1 by 2. b1 by b2 is equal to minus 3 by minus 6. So I can write as again 1 by 2. c1 by c2 is equal to 8 by 9. So 8 by 9 I cannot cancel anything. So I can say these two ratios are equal. So I can say a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So it represents a parallel lines, right? So after showing it as a parallel lines, then you have to find its values. That is your second step. Now how to find the values? Now first equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 8. Step by step I am saying here. In exams also you have to write step by step, so that you will get marks for every steps. So if I find the values of these equations. Now how to find the values of this equation? By using x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 in this equation, right? Now if I substitute x is equal to 0, you'll get minus 3y is equal to 8. So y is equal to minus 8 by 3. So y is equal to 3 2s are 6, 6 are 18. You'll get minus 2.6. Next, substitute y is equal to 0, you'll get 2x is equal to 8. So x is equal to 4. So here x is equal to 4. Now coming to a second point, that is 4x minus 6y is equal to 9. For this also we are representing points by substituting the values of x0 and y0. Now if I substitute x0, you'll get minus 6y is equal to 9. That is y is equal to 9 by minus 6. So I can write this as 3 3s are 3 2s are, you'll get minus 3 by 2. Minus 3 by 2 is nothing but minus 1.5. So this is minus 1.5. Next, substitute y is equal to 0. Y equal to 0 means 4x is equal to 9. So x is equal to 9 by 4. 9 by 4 means 4 2s are 8. 1 balance. Again 4 2s are 8. So you'll get 2.2. So like this we are finding the step points of this linear equation. This is your second step. Now what is the third step? Third step is we are representing these points on a graph, right? So already I have drawn the points on x-axis and y-axis for our convenient. Now take the points on the graph. Now x-axis is 0, y-axis is minus 2.6. X-axis 0, y-axis is 2.6 means somewhere here, right? Next x-axis is 4, y-axis is 0, x-axis 4, y-axis 0. So these are the 2 points. Now join these 2 points. Now after joining these 2 points, the line represents like this. Next, coming to a next point, that is x-axis is 0, y-axis is minus 1.5. So x-axis 0, y-axis is 1.5 somewhere here, and x-axis is 2.2, y-axis is 0. So x-axis 2.2. So 2.2 means somewhere here, right? These two are the points. Again, join these 2 points. Now if I join these 2 points, this represent another second line. This is the first equation, this is a second equation. So these 2 equations are of parallel lines, right? Now coming to a scale here, we have taken for every centimeter 1 units. So I can say x-axis 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit, y-axis 1 centimeter equal to again 1 unit, right? So like this you find the remaining equations, remaining graphs of the second bit. So if you are having any doubts regarding this graph, please write your doubts in my message box. So I will rectify in your next videos. Okay, so coming to a third bit. So third bit is completely of different problems, that is word problems. Now convert this. First you have to convert this word problem in your equation, then you have to convert whether it is a parallel lines or intersecting line, then you have to find the points, then you have to go for it graph, right? So first to convert these word problem in equation. Now what is given here? So 10 students of class 10 means total students. So total students is equal to 10. So in that total students, what are the boys and girls? So we are representing, let the number of boys is equal to x and number of girls is equal to y. Now as per the solution question, they have given the 10 students of class 10th, means 10 student means x plus y is equal to 10, means combination of both boys and girls. So this will be a first equation for me, right? Next, coming to a second equation, what they have given, if the number of girls is 4 more than the number of boys. So what they have given, if the number of girls means number of girls is 4 more than means add, that is boys kaina 4 ekku undi, that is x plus 4. So I can rewrite this equation as x minus y is equal to minus 4. This will be a second equation. After getting these 2 equations, we have to verify whether it is a parallel lines or intersecting lines by using this equation, that is a1 by a2 is equal to 1 by 1, b1 by b2 is equal to 1 by minus 1, c1 by c2 is equal to 10 by minus 4. So here itself we can say these 2 ratios are not equal. So a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2. So it represents intersecting lines. So here what we have done, we have converted this word problems in terms of equation. After converting into equation, then we have shown whether it is a intersecting lines or parallel lines. So after showing the second step, then we have to represent on points. Now your first equation is given as x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to minus 4, right? Now here first equation is x plus y is equal to 10. For that you have to find the points by substituting the values of x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. Now if I substitute x is equal to 0, y is 10. If I substitute y is equal to 0, x is 10, right? Next, coming to a second equation, that is x minus y is equal to minus 4. So find the points for this. So x, y. So x value is 0, y value is 0. Now if I substitute x is equal to 0, you will get minus y is equal to minus 4. So minus cancel, y is equal to 4. So this you will get 4. Now if I substitute y is equal to 0 in this, you will get x is equal to minus 4. So here x value is minus 4. So after getting the points, then you have to show these points on a graph. Okay, so here we have a graph. So now represent these points on a graph. So here first equation is x is 0, y 10. So x is 0, y is replacing as 10. Next, x is 10, y is 0. So y is 0 and x is 10. Now join these 2 points. Now after joining these 2 points, the graph represents look like this, right? Now coming to your next second point. Now substitute these points on the graph. Here x is equal to 0 and y equal to 4. X is equal to 0, y value is 4 here, and x is equal to minus 4, y is equal to 0. X is equal to minus 4, y is equal to 0. Now join these 2 points. Now after joining these 2 points, the graph looks like this. So what we are finding how many number of girls and how many number of boys. Now how to represent where these 2 points are intersecting. So these 2 points are intersecting at these points, means 2 and 4. In between 2 and 4 you have the point 3, and in between 6 and 8 you have the point 7. So it is touching at 3, 7, means 3. X means 3. What do you represent x? So boys is equal to 3 and number of girls. So number of girls is nothing but 7, right? So like this we are identifying the how many number of boys and number of girls in the by using graph. Now scale value. On x-axis we have taken 2 units for each centimeters. So you can say here 2 units, and for y-axis also 2 units. So hope you people have understood how to represent the graph by using direct linear equations. If it is not a linear equations, if it is a word problem, how we have converted that word problem on a equation, and then we have solved the graph. So thank you students. If you have any doubts or any queries, just post that doubts in my message column. So I will post that answers in my next videos. Thank you. Have a good day.